Hey guys, welcome to the Bows. So today I'll be talking about the aftermath of UFC 270, specifically the main event, Ciryl Gane versus champion and still champion Francis Ngannou. So probably not the fight that all of us expected. I mean, I kind of expected it to be a little slow in terms of not a whole lot of volume being thrown because you can't take a lot of shots from Francis anyway. So you knew Ciryl Gane would have to be very, very careful, and he usually is anyway. And I thought Francis Ngannou would have a tough time finding Ciryl Gane, and if he did find Ciryl Gane, it would be with one shot where he clipped him and then was able to finish the fight with ground and pound or just wailing down more shots on him as he was hurt. But that's not what we saw. We actually saw Francis Ngannou use his wrestling and superior grappling to win this fight. I don't know if it's superior in terms of finding submissions as opposed to Ciryl Gane's ability to find submissions, but Francis Ngannou was just so much bigger and stronger than Ciryl Gane that it didn't matter. But shout out to Francis Ngannou to finding the hole in Ciryl Gane's game. Ciryl Gane's fantastic on the feet, easily one of the best fighters in the UFC when it comes to stand-up fighting, but his ground game is a little underdeveloped because he makes some of the wrong decisions on the ground. He makes all the right decisions on the feet, but doesn't always make the right decisions on the ground. For example, when he went for that heel hook to try and finish the fight in the 5th round after having a really nice takedown landed on Francis Ngannou, he went for that heel hook and he went from top control to now being on his back when he wasn't able to get the heel hook. And then Francis Ngannou was able to finish the fight on top. And that probably cost him the fight. So some of that situational awareness on the ground wasn't there. Also along the fence line in one of the rounds, I can't remember which one, he went for the Kimura lock on Francis's left arm, and that's what allowed Francis to easily get the takedown. I feel bad for Ciryl Gane though, because I think he really knows he messed up in that 5th round especially, but also I would have felt bad for Ngannou if he lost as well. But if you want to look at the bright side, if you're a fan of Ciryl Gane, at least you didn't see him get knocked out. That would have been bad for his career. At least he went 5 rounds with that beast in there, and he'll gain more experience from this, and he'll get better from this, especially on the ground. At least now he knows what he needs to work on, but this guy's going to be champion one day regardless. I think that's pretty much inevitable unless something drastic happens. But good for Francis, though. I hope this gives him enough leverage to make a big money move in the future. Because from what it sounds like, he got paid like $650,000 to fight, flat fee, for this title fight. And that's just way too low. For any champion, I think that's quite low. But especially for the UFC, that's way too low of a salary to take, given that the UFC is the most competitive, most high-level combat sports promotion in the world right now. Selfishly, as a fan, I don't want to see Francis Ngannou leave the UFC, but on the other hand, I hope he does so he gets his big money fight. He's getting way underpaid. If Francis could work out a fair agreement, though, it would be great to see him versus Jon Jones. And Jon Jones was putting out a series of tweets after the fight, pretty much implying that he would smoke both these guys, and I just don't see that. As fantastic as Jon Jones is at controlling distance and minimizing damage, he doesn't get hit anywhere as minimally as Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane barely gets touched. Jon Jones has gotten caught before. And if you get caught by Francis Ngannou, obviously it's over. So I don't buy that Jon Jones will just run through these guys. Technically, obviously, Jon Jones is better than Francis everywhere, but on the feet, obviously, Francis is super dangerous at any time, pretty much. And on the ground, Jon Jones is definitely better wrestler and submission artist and just overall grappler. But I don't necessarily know if that means Jon Jones will be able to do that much to Ngannou on the ground. Francis Ngannou is just so big and so strong that I think it would just be really tough to take him down. I think Jon Jones could possibly hold him down once he gets there because Francis sometimes accepts being on his back because it's a lot of weight to try and move up from the ground and stand back to your feet. But to get Francis to the ground, I think that'd be much tougher to do than what Jon Jones may think. Ciryl Gane versus Jon Jones would be very interesting as well, although I think that's a little bit of a better matchup for Jon Jones given that he's a much better grappler and wrestler than Ciryl Gane, in my opinion. And Ciryl Gane isn't as big and strong as Francis, so I think it would be a little easier for him to be taken down. And Ciryl Gane is also a little less situationally aware on the ground as opposed to Francis. But on the feet, honestly, I think I'd give the edge to Ciryl Gane over Jon Jones. He's a better athlete, and I think he actually controls distance a little bit better than Jon Jones even. Jon Jones will be a little bit longer than him in the arms and legs, probably, but it's not by that much where it usually is for Jon Jones. There's not going to be that much of a range discrepancy in terms of their reach of their arms and their legs. Alright guys, that's all I got today. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think Francis Ngannou does after this fight. Do you think he leaves the UFC, or do you think he finds a way to have a contract that works out and is good for him, and then he's able to fight Jon Jones? Alright, till next time, peace.